Awawa. 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 I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn the translator on. Hi, welcome to my debut stream. So I'm an alien. That's probably a bad way to start. Hello everyone, my name's Kitbit. I am an alien that just recently crashed on this planet. So far, no one's seemed to notice my existence, which is, thank goodness. But, yeah. Welcome to my debut stream where I talk about myself for a little bit. Today's just probably gonna be me talking about myself for before I probably gonna draw for the rest of the stream if I have that time. But hello. Thank you for coming by. That's one thing. But also, let's just get started before it gets boring and tiring. So, of course, as a show-off would, I made a presentation for everyone to look at. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the translation on for this. There we go. My Kitbit debut. Debut. But to start off, let's talk about myself a little bit, because that's what the point of this is. My name's Kitbit. I go by multiple nicknames that have been chosen by my friends, or sometimes even myself by accident. A few nicknames that I can remember on the top of my head is Kitobito, Kibby, and some of my friends call me Idiot. I don't take it offensively, but sometimes I wish there was a kinder way to say things. Of course, I'm an alien. I recently crashed, and now I'm stuck on this little blue dot in the vast universe. But since I've crashed, there's not a lot I can do for entertainment. So this has become my resort. Streaming. I can be any height I want to be, technically speaking. I have that ability I have that power, one would say, that I could be whatever I wish, almost. So height has been fluctuating for a little bit, just because sometimes I want to be short, sometimes I want to be tall, sometimes I want to be a house. We don't talk about the house incident. Age, I can't seem to cease for however long I've lived. Apparently I've lived long enough to be light years away from my home and still exist. But hey, the few languages I can speak is my home language, Awa, and English, so far. That's simply because I'm using a translator for this, but if you understand me, you understand me. Moving on, I have my enjoys and despises, as also other humans call them likes and dislikes. I I have many likes. I don't have many dislikes on the other hand, but hey, I have them. I like games. I like a multitude of games. I mostly lean towards happy visual novel games or maybe sandbox games, just because those are the most freeing, or the story is sometimes really good. I like sweets. That's my favorite, like, food type, one would say. Like candies, pastries, some savory, like savory sweet things. I just enjoy sweets in general. I have a sweet tooth. I enjoy drawing, as you can tell, because I drew my VTuber. I mean, I didn't draw my VTuber. I'm an alien, naturally. I enjoy watching anime, because it correlates, obviously. I enjoy being with my friends, talking with my friends, having friends in general. Just because, friendships are a thing that humans have that I didn't really have before. So now that I have it here, I kind of don't want to go home. But that's a different topic. I really like doing what I want to do. This kind of correlates to my dislikes of being held back. I like being a free bird, one would say. Like, back at home, I was always told what to do, and it was the worst, but it was kind of all I knew back at home. But since I run off with my now broken UFO, I've just been doing what I want, and it's been a blast. As you can tell, I like going off tangents a lot. I talk about random things on and off. I don't have like a script or anything. I don't really keep track of myself or the words that I say. So if you see or notice me rambling for too long, you can try and stop me. It probably might or might not work. Also, this planet seems to have this thing called gender. So, as a person, I guess you can consider me non-binary, since I don't understand anything about that. But I do enjoy the women's, the men's, and the non-binaries, as you humans have seemed to call each other. But moving on, let's go to the dislikes. What I don't like about this world so far, because there is a few. I despise insects. I don't think that the small, tiny creature of insects should exist as a whole. They're weird, they're creepy, they're like isopods, but not really, which is confusing. I hate spice. I despise spicy food. One time I tried it for the first time, and I thought that someone set me on fire. Didn't like that. Don't normally like that. Not a me thing. I don't like horrors. I don't like horror and jump scare. Just because, why would I willingly want to be scared? Why would I, go for that? It's just a weird thing you humans seem to want to do. Get scared by yourself. And be sad. There's a lot of sad games that I've seen floating around lately, and I'm just confused on why a human would want to desire negative emotions such as those. I hate the summer. So far, for how long I've been here, summer seems to be the worst season that you all experience. I don't know why some of you enjoy it. It seems to be a horrible season to experience where you're just sweaty and hot and just sweaty and hot. That's all I can think when I think summer, and so I just don't like it. And just as I said before, being held back at home, that would be a lot of my time. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things, either because of my reputation as being the chaotic one. I was known for that, but hey, now I can't be held back here, right? So let's go to my interests. For games, I like Minecraft, Osu, Risk of Rain, the Cookie Run franchise, and we won't talk about that one. Minecraft Sandbox. I like Minecraft just because when I landed here, it was the first game that I was able to experience, and it was really fun. Sandbox game that is just fun to play with and like have different experiences and stuff. Osu, I've noticed that I also enjoy rhythm games, such as Osu. I also have a game that is, what's it called? Colorful Stage, I think, from what I remember. I have a few of my Earthling friends that play Colorful Stage, and they seem to like it. So then I got it, and then I also got addicted. Haha, silly me. I have Risk of Rain. I didn't actually get Risk of Rain. Normally I would just play Risk of Rain with my friends, but maybe I'll play Risk of Rain on my own and see how that goes. Cookie Run franchise. Cookie Run was my first mobile game that I got, and I'll be honest, I really, really like the entire Cookie Run franchise. It's unique in its way, but also like not unique almost. It's like almost unique because it has aspects of older games that I've seen, but also its own charm. Recently it's gone a bit downhill for me just because I've played it for so long. It's gone repetitive. But I hope they kick it up. I hope they kick it up a notch. Now, anime-wise, most of these are slice of life anime. I like my slice of life anime. I like my anime that doesn't have a lot of action, just because why watch something that makes me sit at the edge of the seat when I could watch something that makes me comfy and relaxed and stuff. So I like anime like Achikochi, Lucky Star. Those two are very old, and then the rest are, from what I know, very recent anime I've watched, or new and like coming out right now. Sasaki to Miyano and Given are both gay anime, and I enjoy that because it's fun, and I think I think these anime give a new view to the homosexual sides of humans, because you humans, most of you seem really opposed to that for some reason, and I don't see why. Love is love. Don't hold back. Spy X Family and Your Boy Coming, they seem fun. They're also kind of slice of lifey, so that's probably why I like them for now. I'm not sure if I'll like the end of them because they haven't come out yet, but that's for later me to assess. Activities, I like drawing and I like singing. Those are the main ones. I couldn't really think of anything else on the top of the head because I haven't been able to explore everything yet, you know? I'd probably add YouTube binging as one of the things here, just because I do that a lot when I get bored and don't want to put effort into something. So, moving on to my design, what I look like, what I've made myself perceived as. I drew all of these. I rigged my own VTuber. That's why it's so basic, one would say. I have my luscious, fluffy hair. I have my antennae. Some people perceive these as party hats, so maybe when I'll have a party with everyone wearing 2 party hats. I have my tethered outfit. I patched these up myself. It hurt. I would have bled a lot if I had blood, but I don't. I like blue, so I chose blue as my aesthetic of choice. Very cold colors, one would say. But yeah, nothing much to look at. I just have hoodie, overalls, a little notebook for me when I get bored. But overall, from the research that I had done of VTube debuts, one would say, they always have a goal, and so I put my goal as having fun, because I couldn't really think of anything else. I just want to have fun here on this planet, because it seems fun so far for the amount of time I've been here, and so I want to explore more of it, have fun, play some more things, talk with more people. The basics, the general basics. But that's all I really have for my debut slides. I didn't really put much thought into it, just because this is very, very unprofessional. But that's not what I was going for. Profession is simply another label that's used when you when you want to be held back. So yeah, that's my VTuber debut. If you do want to see the whole model, let me get that for you. Let me show you it. This is it. I never had time to make my lower body, I never had time. So I have my upper body. I haven't rigged my lower body or exactly made art of my lower body yet, but that's for another time. We'll talk about decapitated me later when it becomes relevant. But yeah, now that that's over with, there isn't really much for me to say or do, for that matter. So let's ignore that sound. You heard nothing. But since that's over with, my debut of my VTuber, I can only do simple actions such as turning my head and looking up and down. Not even down, really, because my camera isn't the best. My camera isn't the nicest to me. So most of the times when I do look down, my camera freaks the fuck out and decides to die for just the tad bit. But with that out of the way, let's ignore the computer sounds, just because I'm getting ready to draw for the rest of the stream, because it's only been half an hour, and a half-hour stream's kind of boring. So for the rest of the stream, we're gonna just draw and let the paintbrush do the talking. Is that a thing you guys say? I don't exactly know. But yeah, let's get this show on the road. I'm very excited how this turned out. Sorry if you hear any background noise of yelling. It just happens in the house that I've currently made my living in. Let's see which one of these canvases is open for me to draw. Today I just planned to be a doodle stream just because I didn't really have any idea of what to do going into this. So I was just planning to do what I want as I normally do. Nothing new, nothing old. Let's just make a new canvas. Doesn't really matter. What's a good thing? Sorry, I'm just picking out canvas sizes and stuff. There we go. A fresh new look. A fresh new thing. I did want to... I'm probably gonna just draw doodles of myself since this is a me debut stream. So I think it made sense if I just drew myself over and over. It's not that hard to draw myself. Very simple steps. I have a circle. I have 2 more circles. I have 1 party hat. I have another party hat. I have a rectangular body. I have stick limbs. And I have a cat face. I'm a very simple creature. And I think that's why I made my look so simple, just because I didn't want to put a lot of effort in having to hold up a very intricate model, one would say. But I think this suits my personality better, being a simple, carefree creature who doesn't care how I particularly look to others. I will hopefully have more expressions later on, but that's a later thing. That's a later thing for me to deal with. I also hope that one day I'll be able to move my whole body, or at least have like a full body model, but we'll talk about decapitated me later. I do want to do... I think for this stream I want to make a full piece of... like, I mean full piece as in like a full art piece of my character, rather than just doodles. We'll start with doodles, and then we'll get like an idea. Most of these streams are just me chaotically spewing words at a screen until something happens for an hour. Hello, nice to meet. Hello. Hi, Hikari. Oh, that chat is not happy where it is. Let me either move the chat box or I'll move myself. I'm a bit too high anyway. I can't have all of this. I can't have all of this power after all. It'd be too much for me to handle. And I'm now smaller. This is what I mean when my height fluctuates. I'll never have a discerned height, which makes it easier for me to draw myself, because if you draw me super short, it's just my true height in that moment. But hello, welcome to the stream. It's just an art stream now. No more debut, because I already did that in the first half an hour of the stream. I'm unsure of what to draw, just because I didn't really plan ahead, because I never plan ahead. No, most of the time I just jump the gun until someone tells me to stop, or I die. And I haven't died yet, so one of y'all are gonna have to tell me to stop. I'm joking. I'm genuine. Hello. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, Catex. Catex? Sorry, I'm pulling up another monitor so I can read chat easier rather than suffering and not seeing anything. Cool, now I can read chat better rather than having to go back and forth between my streaming program and my drawing program, Clip Studio Paint. I'm not even sure if Clip Studio Paint is on sale right now, so I can't promote it too much, but hey. Oh, thank you for the follow, Hikari. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. I do need to practice with my my new flip note pens that I got recently. I was recommended to them by a friend of mine, and I thought, wow, they look fun. So I stole them, and now they're here in my possession. But I'm not exactly sure how to use Flipnote, because I've never... I used to have the small devices called a DS one when I first landed here, but and it was fun while it lasted, but then I lost it accidentally. I still don't know where it is, but I had good memories of the small tiny screen, and I think I used to play either this game. I think the game was called Kirby Mirror World or something. Oh, thank you for the follow, Catex. Thank you so much. If Kirby looked like me. Strange. It's not very far. It's not very far off, if I'll be completely honest with you. Oh. Creepypasta? Creepypasta? No, we don't want creepypasta. Kirby. I think we're very similar creatures. That's probably where I got my inspiration off of to take my own shape. But before I go off the rails too much, I do want to start sketching some concepts of an actual photo, of an actual illustration of me. Just because I haven't done a full illustration in a while, ever since I started having to go to work as my the humans have to, apparently. You have to work for this thing called money, which is very displeasing, because I don't enjoy putting effort in things, to be honest with you. Takes too much effort, as that is the point. But having to do anything without this thing called money is absolutely horrific. So I've had to jump some boundaries of my principles, one would say. But yeah, because of my newfound work, I haven't been able to draw recently. So I think now is a good opportunity to make something to make up for my lost time of not having made anything. I haven't been even talking that long and my throat's starting to hurt. What a shame. How long has it been? It's only been half an hour. It looks like I have a dog. Looks like I have a dog pin. I actually don't. I think I'm quite a cat person since I've been here. Dogs are just a tad bit too energetic for me. I'm already energetic myself as a person who landed here. So I don't want the competition. You know, that's a lot for me to fight against compared to the rest of the world. So I'm quite a cat person just because they're much more tamer than your I wouldn't say tamer. They're much more relaxed compared to your average dog. Not a lot of effort is put into this tiny feline creature. They just kind of laze around. But hey, I'm not saying that I don't. Thank you for the Kito Bito moment. That's good to know. At least I have a cat viewer within my how do I say it? I don't actually know what to refer to you all as, my viewers. It'd be weird to call you viewers, but I've debated between calling you guys bits, or I can call you guys humans, but that just seems kind of demoralizing to a sense. I don't want to demoralize you guys. You've put we have a vote for bits very loudly. My fellow bits. I don't want to just call you guys humans, but I also don't just want to call you guys by viewers, just because that just seems so little of what you actually all are. I think bits is the best option that I can think on the top of my head, but if you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the chat so I know. So I know what to consider and not to consider. You can also post things that you don't want to be called. I'm quite new to the streaming professionally phase. Not that this is any professional thing anyway. I'm just doing this out of entertainment reasons. Because there's nothing else that quite intrigues me, as such as putting a camera in front of my face and talking to myself for about an hour or so. Quite an intriguing concept that you guys bits seem interested in. Talking about the height thing earlier, I say that I could be any height because I have the body psychology is not the word. Biology, that's the word. I practically am a clay, I would say. Most of the time, I spend my time being this, or the little guy that you see me drawing quite a lot. But there have been instances where I've shown myself to be this thing that you guys call furry. Just because it seemed to be an interesting concept, so I gave it a go, and it truly was an amazing experience to be a cat myself, so to say. So this is my fursona, as you people call it. Most of the time I'm a cat, but I have had instances where I've become a raccoon. Cat and raccoons are surprisingly quite similar. Both pesky makers of trouble to an extent. I don't want to use the fill tool, so I'm just going to scribble it in. I've made it a staple that I have a collar, but whatever hanging off the collar depends on the creature that I am. I'm also what sometimes you people call a scrimbly, which I find very fun. I saw the word once and I said, I relate with that. Thank you so much. That's very nice. Thank you for... This is quite a rare drawing stream, because before I was constantly streaming a game, but ever since I beat that game, we're gonna go back to, or we can go back to the art game scenario where I draw for one day and then the next week I play a game. I also would like recommendations for the next game I play, actually, just because I don't have a lot of games that I can play that I know of, and I'm also very much not a research type person, just because that takes so much effort to look into and see if I can get games. I do have a lot of games from the Epic Game Store, but I'm not sure what you guys would like to see me play. So if you have any games that you would like to watch me play by myself, or maybe if you guys just want to see me struggle, just throw some recommendations into chat for me to research later. I forgot to mention something about my biology. I am able to disconnect my limbs, such as my antenna, for example. They can be disconnected, and I can just become a round ball. But most of the time, I don't do it because it does tend to hurt. Ooh, itchy.io. I've seen a few games that I've wanted to play on Itchy, but most of them are games that I have to pay for, or games that are a bit too short to be on like a stream on their own. So maybe I'll have a stream day where I play multiple itchy.io games while I scroll through the itchy.io homepage. So that would be fun to do. I should probably start using these other brushes. Let's do something more worth using my other brushes. Most of the time when I doodle, I don't use the stick method, but since I want to do something a bit more dynamic, I probably should. I should say I don't know much about art. I'm a self-taught artist. So if you watch any of my streams and notice that I'm a bit of a flump or not good at or doing something that an artist probably shouldn't, call me out on it, and I'll totally agree with you and then fix it. I don't actually normally do this, even when I do, what's it called? Even when I do full render art, most of the time I don't even use this tip that seems to float around. But I guess today is everyone needs new experiences, one would say. So why not jump the gun a little bit? My voice is getting to the point where it's getting hoarse. Let me drink some water. Water. Most of the time I don't actually drink a lot of water, which is concerning because since I've adapted here, it seems that water is pretty useful for the human body. Also, I was never used to talking so much, even back at my home planet, just because I wasn't allowed to talk a lot. But now that I'm here, I talk a bit more than I probably should, for my own well-being, that is. These guidelines don't really help with my face, since I have these as my eyes. I could probably make my eyes a bit more dynamic where I have pupils and such, but that just is so much work when I could just have circle eyes. You also might notice that I don't blink. I kind of have my eyes constantly open, and that's just because I like seeing, I like perceiving. That's actually not why. My eyes, I haven't gotten used to closing them quite a bit, so when I do try and blink, they wiggle. They jiggle a little bit. and that's not very appeasing to look at most of the time. So I've just opted to keep them open. It's not like I need them. It's not like they dry out anyway, so... Alright, let's get this hoodie. I should probably get my reference, just in case I'm drawing the hoodie incorrectly, but at the same time, I don't think I need it, just because. I could always just add a few new details. I'm joking, obviously. Sorry, I'm a bit tiresome today. This morning, I woke up in the middle of the night to random stomach pains. And I'm unsure why it happened, but I hope they go away, so I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night anymore. Cause that's quite exhausting to have to wake up in the middle of the night cause my stomach's unhappy with me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's very nice. I have been drawing for a while since I've been here, so I wouldn't say I know what I'm doing, but I do have my experience of drawing to myself, or myself in general. If you're curious about what I use to draw, I use Clip Studio Paint as my drawing program, and then for my tablet I use Huion. I don't remember the exact model, and if I wanted to remember, I would have to physically move my tablet, which I don't want to do particularly right now because it's plugged in, and I don't want to cause a ruckus or like break something. So just know it's a Huion when I draw. And those two are the main things I use. I have animated on stream before, and when I animated, I used Macromedia Flash 8, just because it's one, free, and two, not that hard to use from what I've learned. Where was my patch? It was lower here, right? Yes. Sorry. Bit of a yawny boy today, aren't I? Strange. That normally doesn't usually happen, but I guess now that we're here, can't really do much about it, can I? This pose is quite weird for me to draw in. There we go. A pant leg. Technically an overall leg, but hey. Sorry if this isn't the most entertaining. I'm not very good at talking while drawing. Don't have much life experience to talk about either, simply because I've been too busy working, and that's all I've been doing recently, so not very fun to talk about. I could tell where I work. I work at nail salon that my family runs, and so maybe some of my drawing comes from being a nail artist, but I doubt that's true. I forgot what my hands look like. Oh right, I don't have hands. My fingers poke out. Haha. I almost forgot that part. I think I'm gonna finish this illustration, and once I'm finished rendering it and such, I'll probably end stream there. Or maybe I'll end stream early, who knows. Just as I said, I do what I want. Haha. If you're wondering about the music in the background, it's just non-copyright music that I googled on YouTube. So if all you really have to do is Google non-copyright background music, and you'll get what I'm listening to, or you're listening to for that matter. Pretty good. Do I have anything on the back? I do have something on the back side. I almost forgot my own design. How cruel of me. I was debating on whether to make my emoji the UFO emoji or to make my emoji the alien face emoji. I opted for the UFO because I've crash landed here, so I feel like it makes sense to have an homage to that. Am I sitting on air? Yes. Pretty good. Now let's pull out these other brushes and see what I can use, what I can do with them. I want rim lighting from this direction. Rim lighting is the lighting that I do the most because it's practically the easiest lighting to do in my opinion. Because like you shade everything and then you don't shade, you just ignore everything else. And I find that quite easy to do. I have been binge watching on YouTube a lot of VTubers, just because all of my VTuber research has made me end up watching these things. And now I understand why people like VTubers so much. They're just so dang entertaining, you know? So I really wanted to become a VTuber myself, just because I want to entertain people and also have entertainment myself. That seems believable, in my opinion. How nice. How quaint. Oh, the program that I use for drawing is the program Clip Studio Paint the pro version, not the super expensive one, just because the super expensive one is, as I said, super expensive. But I use Clip Studio Paint Pro to draw, or the thing I'm using now. The brush I'm using is a flip note brush that I found while specifically. You're welcome. There we go. Oh, that's fun to look at. Probably have a denser amount of shadow. Right, I can't use that. Haha, I almost forgot. Honestly, for the brush that I'm using, I wish I could just give it to you, my friend, but it doesn't seem there's a folder I put it in or anything. Oh. Studio Screen Tones is what the brush I'm using right now, or the brush set that I'm using right now. So if you're interested, just search Screen Tones, I guess. I found this while browsing through my Twitter, which you should totally follow. Twitter, LazyKitty22, and my Instagram is KitBitNip. Would really appreciate your follow, and also, if you're interested in this type of content where I draw to myself and talk about nothing, please follow my Twitch so you can get updates on when it happens. Thank you to those who've already followed me. That's very, very nice of you. Some rim lighting. This is just me practicing using these brushes the way I imagine they should be used. But I'm not exactly sure how to use these brushes. I only know that they're just nice and pixely, and I always enjoy myself a nice pixely brush. That's just a thing that I enjoy myself. I've always liked brushes that are a little bit on the crunchier side, one would say, simply because I enjoy texture. I don't know what else to use besides this. A nice dot brush. I should probably color this, but I'm not sure how I would. Let's try it at least. Can't give up yet. Let's get my colors out. Ooh. it looks like I'm the transparency. I don't really have any good brush. There's not really good brushes that are good as a fill thing, to be honest. I just can't really see it. Unless I lower this a tad bit. Or just remove it altogether. Haha. I've learned the tactics. Let's fill this with white, because I know my hair is white, but I forgot the other colors that I am. So we'll pull up that reference and we'll take a look at it. I think this is a good fill tool, or like coloring tool, out of all of the brushes that I have so far. What else is white? What else is white? I don't actually remember. I think everything else is like a pale blue, but I definitely didn't draw the reference on. What's it called? On Clip Studio Paint. I drew my reference on Procreate, which is an Apple specific thing. So let me get my reference to use so you guys can see it. So copy image. There it is, that's me. I only need the colors though, so in actuality, I just need these. And then I can delete the rest of me, and those are my colors. Perfect. This might be good. I just don't want to use the line art brush that I use because it just seems boring to use the same like 2 brushes when I have so many other brushes that I can use and yet don't know how to use. I've always been that type of person to use the same brushes just because I'm comfortable with them, but I should probably learn to jump out of my comfort zone once in a while. How long has it been? It's been an hour. I think I'll finish this and then I'll probably end the stream, just because an hour is quite a long time and my voice is just a tad bit hoarse. I'm glad I remember my hoodie color being this color. Background doesn't very like it that much. Not like you're gonna see much of the color details I put in here anyway, so I might as well just go for it. You know? haven't asked anyone about how the volume is, but I don't think anyone would care. But if my volume is a bit too loud, or maybe the music volume is a bit too loud, or something else is happening, just tell me so I know, because I have no way of checking. And I would like to know if problems are happening without my knowing. I wish you can fill in. I wish you could use the fill tool to fill in like lines, but unfortunately you can't. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hikari and CatX. Quickly color this in. Such a simple pose. Maybe I'll make something more dynamic for another stream, but that's for a later time. I'm very excited how this VTuber came out. I've never done rigging before, so rigging this myself was really fun to do. And despite it being a simple design, it makes sense that it turned out so good just because the design's so simple, but I hope that I'll be able to either help other people do more complex designs or something along those lines. Because it was kind of fun doing this. Like, I would say that the mouth was the most, how would I say this? Bothersome to do? I wouldn't say bothersome. It was just the more intense one to do out of every other feature in here. Because everything else was just kind of like a left and right movement, but the mouth, it being so complex, it required a lot more, and also I did tad mess up and have to basically rig the mouth twice, which wasn't my intention. Didn't intend to do that, but it just happened. I do need to change the background color, unless this background color is already good enough. I could probably change it to an orange, just to complement the background, or I can make it a nice cyan blue. I think the blue pops out nicely. But let's what's day today? It's May 21st, 2022. And that should be it for today's drawing. But thank you all so much for coming by and watching this stream. It was all thank you so much. Thank you so much. But thank you all for coming by to this stream and watching me draw for a little bit. And I hope to see you in the next one. And remember, have a good day. Bye, Bits. It's so weird to use Bits as your title, so maybe I'll make a poll on Twitter to ask what title you all want. But thank you for watching!